Hey everyone, it's Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. If you sort my videos by most viewed, you'll see that the ones that do the best are my nail videos. It will forever be a mystery to me as to why. But one of the top viewed one is the Ohora gel application video. And then Dashing Diva also released their own version, the Dashing Diva Glaze. So in today's video, I want to compare the two, the Ohora versus Dashing Diva. I'll go over everything from price to sizing to longevity to the ones that I personally prefer. So if that's something that's interesting for you, stay tuned. Before we start, I just want to point out that Dashing Diva makes multiple different kinds of products. They make the gloss strips that don't need to be cured. They make press-on nails, both the kind where you use separate glue and the kind where you use magic press. I'm going to be focusing in today's video specifically on the Dashing Diva Glaze. That's their newest release, and it's a semi-cured gel nail strip. They look like this. This is the most comparable product to the Ohora strips out of the Dashing Diva lineup. The Ohora ones are also semi-cured. The boxes do differ in size just a little bit, and I own multiple colors of each one, but I picked the solids so that they are hopefully visually a little bit easier to compare. So let's start with the pricing. The Ohora ones range in price from $11.50 all the way to $19. The $19 being their pedicure sets. Most colors and designs that I like personally on their website are around $14. And then sometimes you can get a sale, or sometimes they'll have sales on specific designs, especially if they're going to retire them. The Dashing Diva also varies in price based on the design. It is $10 to $16. They do have some pedicure packs in that $10 range, so you could get a Dashing Diva glazed pedicure for a lot cheaper than the Ohora pedicure, but I am mostly going to focus on the manicure strips because that's the ones that I have experience with. Shipping. The Ohora shipping is very expensive, and I think probably partially is because of everything that's going on, because so many international vendors now only ship using DHL Express, so it comes very, very quickly, but it's going to set you back between $14 and $19 unless you order $80 worth of nails, which is a huge commitment if you've never tried them. If you try them and you know you love them, great, then maybe you're ready to spend $80 on them. But my first and only order of Ohora, I really didn't want to spend $19 on shipping, so I ordered $80 worth of nails and then hoped that I liked them. They did come super, super fast though. It was the week of Thanksgiving. I ordered them on Wednesday. Thursday was Thanksgiving, and they came to me Friday. So very, very quickly from Korea. Dashing Diva. Oops. Much cheaper shipping. It's $5 if you just want the standard, I think it's USPS or UPS shipping, or it's free if you spend $15 or more, which is pretty easy to do. It's just buy a couple sets and you're there. I don't know though if they ship internationally, so that might be a big drawback of Dashing Diva. I don't know if you can get them internationally, while Ohora does ship internationally, but they charge you a lot more for that. Inside each box is this black case, and the reason that it's blacked out like that is because these are real gel, both of them, both Dashing Diva and Ohora, and they're semi-cured. If they're exposed to UV, like sunlight or your lamp, if you leave them out while you're curing your hands, then they will cure and they'll be ruined. Ohora has 30 strips in 10 sizes, and Dashing Diva has 34 strips in 12 sizes. You can see, let me see if I can compare them side by side a little bit. So the smallest Dashing Diva size is slightly larger than the Ohora size. Again, Dashing Diva is the red one, Ohora is black over here. And then, let me see the biggest ones. So, the biggest Dashing Diva, red ones, is quite a bit bigger than the Ohora. So you can see when I line them up, you can still see a lot of Dashing Diva sticking out. So it looks like if you have wider nails, then perhaps Dashing Diva is more for you. Now both brands can be stretched, and Ohora actually advertises them as stretchy nails. I didn't see Dashing Diva advertise it so much, but I know from using Dashing Diva that they do stretch. You can pull horizontally to make them wider, and then one of the viewers gave me a tip last time that you can actually stretch them vertically a little bit to make them more narrow as well, and that works pretty well on both of them actually. Both nail brands send you a little nail file and some prep pads. I prefer to use my own nail file, but it's nice that they include it, and I typically just use alcohol pads. I have made very in-depth tutorials for applications for both Dashing Diva and Ohora. I'll put links in the description box, but you can also just check out my nails playlist, and that has all of that, and then some other brands as well if you're into nail tutorials or just want to see what the whole application process is like. Both brands have a domed design, meaning the edges are slightly thinner than the middle for that natural looking gel, real gel look when you're done. They really try to look like a salon manicure. Ohora is quite a bit thicker. I don't know how to show that on camera, but just from using them, they feel thicker. And while I personally apply a clear gel cover, like top coat over the Dashing Diva and the Ohora when I do them to really seal in the tips, I feel like with Dashing Diva you could probably get away without that and they still look pretty good. But Ohora are so thick in the center that when I trim them, when I put them on and then trim them, and my nails are typically on the shorter side, I feel like you can really see that blunt edge of the wrap, of the sticker, and it just looks strange. So I feel like with Ohora you have to put a top coat on there to make the sticker and the nail look as a single unit, versus Dashing Diva I think you could get away without the top coat. I just do the top coat on both of them because if I'm going to spend an hour or half an hour or whatever doing my nails, I need them to last as close to the full 2 weeks as possible. Now this brings me to the next point. How long do they last? Both brands advertise as them lasting up to 14 days. Can you get the full 14 days of wear out of either of them? Probably, and I think yes. With Dashing Diva, definitely yes. Ohora, however, has one downside, and I am not the only one who experiences this. So I got a lot of feedback on my videos and just seen this online that the Ohora tends to snag your hair at the cuticle. Meaning, and I'm actually wearing, this is Dashing Diva Glaze that I'm wearing right now, and you can see. And this is the remainder of the pack that I used for my original demo video of Dashing Diva, so don't worry, this is not the same set, not the same application that I've posted, I don't know, a couple months ago. I just finished off my pack last night. I applied these. But anyway, so while Dashing Diva stays nice and flush against my cuticle here for basically 2 weeks, I had a little bit of snagging on day 13 once, but that's close enough to me, like that's fine. Ohora really tends to snag hair at the cuticle for a lot of people. For me, that doesn't start until usually like day 7 or day 8, but for some people it starts right away, like day 2. And I don't know about you, but it really drives me nuts when it starts to snag. It's not a total deal breaker, but it's like, come on, like you shouldn't do that. The application process for both of these is basically identical. Like I said, I have detailed videos, but in a nutshell, you prep your nails, degrease them, put on the strips, trim them, and then cure them. With Ohora, you need 2 to 3 rounds under the curing lamp before they fully become hard. With Dashing Diva, you only need 1 round, which I personally appreciate, but that's not necessarily a deal breaker for me with Ohora, but it's just kind of nice to be able to be done quicker with Dashing Diva. Probably a lot of it depends on your lamp, but I've been consistently using the same kind and brand of lamp for both of them, and that's just what I'm noticing, that Ohora needs a few rounds versus Dashing Diva just 1. And Dashing Diva does advertise that it cures in just 1 round, so that's nice. Removal is identical. I have a video showing how to remove semi-cured gel strips of any brand. It's very quick, simple, and gentle. You can use cuticle oils, you can use a nail polish remover. Ohora sells a special, like, separate remover. I just haven't found really the need to use that. I do have it, but I reach more for like an orange stick and some oil, or a floss pick and some oil to gently slide them off my nails. And the longer you wear them, the easier they come off because the adhesive eventually weakens. So it's going to be harder to take off on day 2 versus day 9, if that makes sense. Neither of them seem to damage my natural nails any, and I do have naturally dry nails that are a little more prone to damage than probably most people's, but I'm not seeing really anything too drastic. My nails aren't breaking or peeling or anything like that, and I always have something on my nails. I mean, I'm almost always have my nails done at home because it just gives me so much joy. So again, this is what Dashing Diva looks like, and visually Ohora honestly looks basically very similar. The difference being in the designs that are offered. Ohora does seem to have more options, while Dashing Diva doesn't have as many options yet, but something to keep in mind is that Dashing Diva just launched these a few months ago. I'm guessing they're still testing the market and seeing what they need to roll out. I expect probably some sort of fall collection, just like most places do, so they will probably build up on their repertoire of colors and designs. I did see some people online say that Dashing Diva is the uglier Ohora, and I just disagree. I think both brands have some really nice looking designs and some designs that are just not my personal taste, but you know what, we're all different for a reason, and it would be pretty boring if we all like the same thing. Now, hopefully I covered all the basics, but probably somebody out there has more specific questions, so drop them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. Just keep in mind, I'm not a nail tech, I'm just an average user. I have about 7.5 years of experience of doing nails myself at home with various stickers specifically, and before that I used to do my nails with nail polishes and gels and all those kinds of things because I've always been really cheap and I just get them done at home. Well, thank you very much for watching. You can find me on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit. I have a highlight there with nail-specific stories, so you can see different pictures of the different nails that I wear if that's something that interests you. You can also find me on my blog, KBeautyHobbit.com, and in my Facebook group, Korean Beauty Fanatics. I would love it if you joined us there. There are 60,000 of us and counting. I will see you in my next video. And if you have some other ideas for nail videos or whatever, again, leave me a comment. I will try to accommodate. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, please remember to always listen to your skin and your nails. Thank you.